you're doing well wherever you are in the world. Today we're going to be doing some more ranked drafts, so we're just going to fire on in. Direfleet Daredevil's excellent. Just being able to steal your opponent's removal spell and get some more value out of it while being a 2-1 first strike is great. Foreigner's obviously a very, very good card, but I prefer to have Needletooth Raptor before I pick that kind of card. Not a whole lot else going on in the pack, so we'll just take the rare. This one has a Trailblazer and a Tomb Robber and Luminous Bonds. I think Luminous Bonds is the strongest card in this pack. This one's not amazing. I think I'm just going to pick the Sailor of Means. Like, all these red cards are medium, so we'd rather just keep ourselves open to what rank can end up being in. Squire's Devotion is an excellent pickup. Deadeye Brawlers are ridiculously good send payoff cards, so I'm going to pick that. Probably try and be Esper. Snowborn Sentry is going to be good with Squire's Devotions. We don't want any of these cards. Just in case we end up wanting to splash the Direfleet Daredevil. Okay, so that went fine. Like, obviously we've got some nice white cards, and they don't necessarily need to pair with these, and especially now we picked up a Tally. We're certainly going to be playing a Tally, so this one has Sky Marcher, which, like, Raging Register is very good, but we're nowhere near green. Whereas we can just drop out these cards and just be red-white. We've still got a reasonable curve, reasonable set of cards. Sea Red's okay. It'll be better if we had more Snubborn Sentries, but I think it's still better than picking up either of these cards. Although Freebooter is actually probably better now that we have a Tally, because we're actually trying to ramp into that. Another Squire's Devotion. Kind of sad that we don't have the Griffin, but really sad we don't have the Griffin. Let's take the Conquistadors and see if we can pick up some more. Shake the Foundations. Good way to deal with the vampires. Pillage helps us ramp into a Tally as well. Highland Lake, I guess, just in case there's anything we need to splash for. Snubhorn's good there. Don't need the Firebrand. Guess we'll just take a relic, it doesn't really matter. Lots of Snubhorns. So Conquistador, not a whole lot else here, so we'll take the Conquistador. This one, there's pretty much a whole lot of nothing. What blue cards do we have? We don't have any blue cards that are actually worth splashing at the moment, do we? No. Take a Frenzied Raptor and not be happy about it. Bishop Soldier is a reasonable 2-drop, and we don't really have any 2s, so Fire Cannon Blast is good removal. We just don't have enough dinosaurs to make this card worthwhile. Sheltering Light's probably fine. Just give us a way to protect our stuff. Brazen Buccaneers is a good Explorer card. Pyromancer is fine. Like the Goblin, the Pyromancer. Okay, this is looking better. We have a plan at least, so don't think we'll want to play that one. Cool. So let's have a look and see how this deck's gonna look. So at the moment we've got 16 creatures, 8 non-creatures. So it's probably just a creature we're cutting somewhere. We have a lot of 3s. This guy's just not very good. The 2 Conquistadors obviously not the best number, like we obviously passed a few, but being able to even just find 1 is going to be fine. I like the Pyromancers as removal. The rest of this looks fine. Shake the Foundations could be slightly awkward, but the fact that it cycles and doesn't kill most of our things is going to be fine. So we don't need the Highland Lake. I don't think there's anything we've missed. No, so This thing just does not want to announce to Discord at the moment. It's really annoying. Right. Let's kick it off. Struggled to find people this morning to play against. This sounds fine. We can just play Daredevil on 2. Can hold this Shake the Foundations, but we'll see what they're doing. Play this thing out as a 2-drop, it's going to push in damage, so this Pyromancer's going to be able to take out the Sky Terror in a couple of turns, so that would be good for us. Just clear up the board. Prying Blade, sure. Their mana's obviously horrific. A Tally is a nice top-end card here. Alright, what have we got? Chupacabra. Chupacabra's incredibly rude. I'm just going to cast this, I just need to cycle it. Not being able to kill this Sky Terror now is pretty bad. I'm just going to have to cast this and try and do something with that. And you've got blue in your deck as well. Sure, why not? Yeah, I think I'm fine just doing this and being... Did that block? It didn't block. Really need this Pyromancer to do its thing. And this thing's going to blow up the Sky Terror before it deals anything more to me. Please go away. I'm just going to try and save the Pyromancer. Seeing as they didn't raid it. Good morning, sure, how are you? Let's just keep the board clear, we've got an Atali to come, so... Just going to jam the Atali. Would have liked to hold up Sheltering Light, but I don't really want to discard the Squire's Devotion. I think we're going to need to gain some life, so... Okay, sure. So the Sheltering Light wouldn't have made a difference anyway. Swashbuckler, that's kind of good for them. It's fine, we can combo these cards to make sure that we can live. Let's play Sentry. suit it up with a Squire's Devotion. Sure, you have a 4/4. Drafting soup? What kind of soup? You gonna be drafting all over yourself, or? Right. Don't really need to do anything here. I'm just gonna pass and see what we can draw off this goblin. We have a lot of good cards still in our deck, so the Sheltering Light's gonna help us stay alive. So sure. Let's get our scry on. Put that on the bottom. Go up to 15. Raider's Wake. Sure. Just gonna let that happen. So we go to 13. Now we'll get to play 2 Conquistadors out here, which is pretty good. That sounds like a fun morning, Stuart. Attack with the Sentry. You want to trade? We can trade. Sure. You do this Raider's Wake's just never triggering in a relevant way. Just play out the other Conquistador. 6 power on play. So what we got left? We've still got a Fire Cannon Blast. We've got another Squire's Devotion. We've got Pillage. Pillage would be a reasonable draw once we got a couple of cards, as long as we can keep them from attacking us. So, okay, that's why I didn't care too much about that. So we're gonna take 3 at a time here. I think I'm fine taking 2 here to try and find some action. As much as it's slightly awkward. Hit you for 5. And they've got all the mana in the world, so their mana looks horrific. This is looking okay now. They're gonna have to do something. Aerosaur, sure. Jump the Sprinter, hit me for 4. Doesn't actually change the clock at all. See, now you can't attack, and now we've got lethal. You dead? Need to kill a Conquistador here. So I had another 2 damage in hand as well, so cool, good start, good start. Especially seeing as we didn't actually get to play our our Direfleet Daredevil out with any kind of value, so seemed pretty reasonable. Probably just going to manage 2 or 3 drafts this morning and then going out for the rest of the day, sorting out some stuff before we go away tomorrow. So it's annoying. Obviously, both of our Both of our good rares in this pack, in this hand, and just the one land, so this is a mulligan. Now this hand's much better. Much better. Cherished hatchling, sure. I'll quite happily block. Sure. Just going to play a Conquistador just in case they've got some kind of pit fight type card, Hunt the Weak. We'd rather try and hold on to this for later because it's going to be our best way to push through damage. Sure, you have a 2/2. Sure. It's slightly bigger. Brazen Freebooter, go ahead. Oh, really? Should probably try and find a list of people that I would actually not mind raiding, and then just do that, because yeah, some of the people we found are not necessarily sane of mind, and the quality of the streams are not amazing. I mean, I tuned in for a couple of minutes and he didn't have a webcam, could barely hear him. But yeah, it's a bit weird, but. Death Spitter. Sure. Another land, so let's play out the Sky Marcher and let's suit it up with a Squire's Devotion. No tax. And then we get to start plowing in with this thing. And then hopefully we can, they cast a spell and we can find a Darfleet Daredevil, start doing that kind of stuff, find a mountain and an Natali. Trove of Temptation, sure, everything's coming for you, buddy. So each opponent must attack you or a planeswalker you control with at least one creature of each combat available. I thought it was all creatures. This thing's just plowing in regardless, so it's just a treasure every turn. Weird people, eh? I was about to say that's a very strange attack. Pyromancer, shoot your Daredevil because it's awkward and annoying. It means we can potentially start playing in with these conquistadors. I love this card. It's just so much value, especially in this Rivals draft. Just being able to shoot things. There's so many more relevant creatures that you can kill. Just worked out really nicely in this format. Yeah, that's an annoying one. Hopefully we can find a red source so we can deal with that one. Although I guess if we find the red source, we probably want to hold off for like a Dreadmaw or something like that. Like they're not exactly pressuring us here, and we can keep hitting in with the Sky Marcher. Let's see, yeah, so they've got a Dreadmaw here too, so yeah, red source would be amazing. Otherwise we can throw in some double blocks. I feel like I'm just supposed to make a block here. Just don't care too much about these things, just want to make sure their board's clear. Like, if they get rid of this Dreadmaw, they've got nothing going on, so... And we can double block it with these things. Stone Quarry is good. That means we'll get to Fire Cannon Blast next turn. So just play out another 2/2 that they knew about. Haunting of the Wicked, thanks for the follow. Not sure why the notification hasn't come through to Streamlabs properly, but you can see that elsewhere. So again, thank you very much. Okay, so you have to suit up something with this blade. Did that actually happen? Ugh, I'm not used to these notifications. Need to figure out what's going on with these new notifications I'm trying out. You can see it in the bottom left, but yeah, not sure why it's not made the fancy animation. You know, everyone loves a fancy animation. No, you keep making your treasures, pal. That's fine. Gonna hold that Stone Quarry because we've obviously got some looting type cards, so we're just gonna blow up this Dreadmaw. Oh, well, thank you very much. Right, on we go. Yes, yes, opponent. Like, you just calm down. You calm down. Okay, let's up to Platinum 2. Right, 2-0, let's keep going, let's keep going. Right. Oh, I've not loaded up Deckmaster today. Hopefully it's doing a little bit better today. It really was not particularly keen on anything yesterday, so hopefully it's gonna play ball today. This hand's slightly slow, but I think it's fine. Got good quality cards. Pillage will help us at Italy as well, so I think any game that we get an opportunity to cast at Italy, we will probably do quite well in, so especially in these colours. Hardy Veteran's fine. Hit me, baby. Take 2. We'll see what they play here. I'll debate if we play Buccaneers or Pirates Pillage. Ranging Raptors. That one's real annoying. I think I'm just going to pillage and see if we can't hit something good. I think actually I just don't want this nest robber. I'd rather hold on to that land just in case we don't draw any. Yeah, so we get to cast a tally next turn with sheltering light backup, and this color combination is going to struggle with dealing with us. So hopefully that will be good enough here. As much as they've got a reasonable start with 2-drop, 4-drop. Oh, Ryle. Sure. You go and draw cards and get lands out your deck. That's fine. Not massively concerned about that. Yep, sure thing. I'm just going to play a tally next turn with Sheltering Light backup, and you're going to struggle anyway, so it's fine. No worries. No worries. Rekindling Phoenix. Well, that's eating a Luminous Bonds, isn't it? Would have been amazing if I'd already had the Italian play or a way to give it haste and take their Rekindling Phoenix, but not going to be greedy. Yeah, we're just going to be able to jam in with the Itali, so. You have Dreadmaw. How am I supposed to beat that one? Wonderful. Let's jam in with a tally. Ooh. Is that one good? I don't know if that one's good or not, chat. I really don't know if the Fire Cannon Blast kill your Dreadmaw off the Itali trigger. Make my guy a 9/9 trample. Whew! That's some hot stuff, that is. Wonderful. Alright, Pyromancer, kill your Hardy Veteran. Just try and keep your board down. And we still hold up Sheltering Light, and then we still have a Luminous Bonds for this Phoenix. I'm just going to trade off with this Wayfinder. Again, just want to make sure I just don't oops and die. Them dealing us damage, obviously a way for them to just be able to push through extra stuff, especially with the Rekindling Phoenix if they have an answer to the Luminous Bonds. And you've got a Frill back, sure. So this thing's just staying down. Do I want to play Brazen Buccaneers? I guess I could play Brazen Buccaneers and try and attack. I guess there's no point in that, just attack with the Itali. Italian. Oh, I only hit one spell. That's rude. Smash you for 6. I play a Freebooter and I've still got a Sheltering Light up. Whee! Who knew Itali's a good card? Okay, so you've got lots of stuff, but Itali's at least going to get to attack twice more, which is hopefully going to be good enough. I'll snap block this. Just want to keep, like, their options for killing Itali is going to be double blocking, so just taking creatures off their board so that they can't do that is going to be great. I'm going to cast Buccaneers before combat. Oh, that's wonderful. Just to be able to get a land off top, so Itali's not hitting a land off my side. Yeah, we may as well attack with everything. Ooh. So Itali's going to have lifelink. Okay, they're done. They didn't fancy the lifelinking Itali. I didn't even have to show them the Sheltering Light. 3-0. I think the proportion of drafts we've been winning is directly relational to how many Italis we've opened. Itali has been wonderful. thanks everyone for hanging out today. If you haven't already followed me, we greatly appreciate it. Still trying to, we got a Twitch affiliate early in the week, so still trying to build up as much of a following as possible. Keep trying to grow, so greatly appreciate it. Also means you can send me your Twitch Prime money if you so wished, but. Right, so we just get to play Bishop Soldier. Having a tally in opening hand is wonderful. Obviously, just want to find a way to protect it. They're playing white, so they could potentially have Luminous Bonds. So, kind of awkward just not having like any other real creatures that are worthwhile that are worth removing with the Luminous Bonds. So it means that this is the primary target for their Luminous Bonds. Up to 6 permanents, so 7, 8 next turn. I want to represent the white. Let's play the Goblin. I don't really want to draw more than 6 lands. We've got our 6 lands, so if we draw any more, I want to rummage them away if possible. It'd be interesting to see if they've got a Planeswalker or something, if they're playing all the colours, or if they're just trying to ramp up and they've got lots of colours dinosaurs. We found a Luminous Bonds. May as well just play at the Conquistador and attack with the Snubborn Sentry. I need not. Again, just want to keep the board clear for getting a tally down. So if they start taking damage, that works for me too. I think I'm going to be greedy and use the Goblin to throw away lands. Overgrown Armor Sword is fine. I also want to be able to find like the copy of Sheltering Light or a Moment of Triumph to try and protect a tally for the turn where we attack with it. I think I'm just going to Luminous Bonds up this Armasaur and make a similar attack to last turn, unless we draw something else. Cool, we got a Plains, got a Stone Quarry, so I think we can actually. I'm not casting a tally this turn, so we'll play the Stone Quarry and we'll Bonds this Armasaur, we'll smack with the Snubborn Sentry. And then we'll try and we'll throw away the lands and try and find some kind of protection spell for a tally, because I really don't want to have to trade off like a Frillback and a Blossom Dryad for it, if we can avoid it. It's again the reason that we're trying to push in damage with these small creatures, try and offer a trade somewhere where they take that, and gives us an opportunity to get a tally through. I'm just going to take that one again. Sure. Sure, what 6-drop have you got? Dreadmaw? Just a Dreadmaw. Just a Dreadmaw's fine. Right, so let's rummage this land away. Find a Pyromancer. Find a Shake the Foundations. Okay, Shake the Foundations is awful here. Pyromancer is reasonable because it's going to be able to kill this Frillback, so I think I've just got to jam a tally this turn though. At least this Goblin's going to get to throw away the Shake Foundations to continue to look for better spells, so got that going for us. If we've got a Hunt the Weak, then we're in big trouble, but anything but that and we're in reasonable shape. And they're casting a 7. Verdant Sun's Avatar, sure. Okay, that's fine for us. I forgot to loot. Let's bin this card, so I'm never casting that this game. It would be nice to be another card further down. I think I've just got to try and do this because we're going to fall behind pretty quickly to what they've got. So, well, 2 tricks. Let's cast them both because we can. Come on. This is my 9-9. Wow, no blocks. Holy cow, no blocks. Let's shoot the frill back. Play Snubborn out and pass. That's great for us. I don't know why they didn't just throw stuff in the way of that. Like, this card is just, it's just like got so many cards off of that one interaction. Okay, so your stuff's now massive. Sure. That kind of explains. Okay, 12. Okay, so we'll just chomp block here and then kill you on the backswing. Kill you. That was one of the weirdest attacks I think I've ever seen in my life. I was going to struggle to be able to push through damage there. Like, Italy was going to have to do some work, but yeah, I'm not sure why they didn't just chuck their two biggest creatures in front of Italy. That didn't really make a whole lot of sense, but never mind. 4-0. I will not complain about decisions that the opponents make. So again, thanks everyone for hanging out today. Wonderful Sunday morning up in Scotland. Bit overcast today, but should be nice later on. If you're new to the channel, we'd greatly appreciate if you followed. Still trying to build up number of followers and everything, so we hit Twitch affiliate early in the week, so still trying to build it up a little bit more, see how we can get on with it in the future. This hand's pretty good, so Snubborn on 2, Sky Marcher on 3, with a removal spell, and then a 4-drop 2, so an opponent's mulligans, so yeah, I don't know how we were going to get out that last game if they'd actually not flunged like that. It's really strange. Conquistador is great as well. I'll draw another card out of our deck. Here's my Snubborn. Raptor Companion, sure. Quite happy just to trade that off for a Conquistador that's drawn a card, so obviously we'd love to have had more than 2 Conquistadors, but it's doing the job just having 2, just being able to thin the deck slightly. It's like having a 3-mana 2/2 that draws a card is fine. Obviously not going to complain about it. It's going to trade off with this Raptor Companion and just going to be able to move on. Or they're just going to bounce it, sure. That's aggressive. On the mulligan, on the play, and they do that. That's so aggressive. So aggressive. You got like a raid spell you're trying to enable, or what? No. Play out the freebooter, up to 7 permanents. The 8, 9, 10 next turn, so not going to block with either of these, and just try and get the Conquistador back into play next turn. And we found the Italy 2, so we'll just ascend first. Because then they've got to deal with the stuff on board, which would be fine. So this puts us up to 10 permanents, so attack with both of these. If they have like a Divine Verdict or Settle, I don't really care. Like, yeah, sure, kill one of my dudes. Spend 4 mana to kill my 1-drop. Works for me. Smoosh. Deadeye Brawler, sure. Cast a Tally, go. Could just bonds this and smash in with a Tally. Would be ace. there aren't too many spells that be able to interact with this set of colours. Like they've got Luminous Bonds, and I think Pious Interdiction in Ixalan as well. But none of the black cards are actually going to be able to deal with this. All the black cards need double black. Okay, so that thing's not blocking. Attack arrow, buddy. Trigger. Divine Verdict to all you like. Sure, things that doesn't matter. I'll hit a Moment of Triumph, so at least we can keep this Bishop Soldier about. Smoosh for 10. Archer, but we get to cast the other Conquistador, so that's fine. Give our deck a quick shuffle. That is definitely a Desperate Castaway. Let's see what else they've got. Squire's Devotion, sure. Okay, that's kind of awkward, but still just means that Italy doesn't die, so we just smash with everyone. We find a Prosperous Pirate, so... play Sky Marcher and pass. Hold the land just because we've got multiple looting effects, just in case they draw something. Sure, that's not going to be able to put anything on top, because otherwise you're gonna die. So unless you have some kind of excellent vampire, I think anything they put on top, I'm just going to steal with Italy anyway, so they can't even do that. So alright, smoosh with everybody. Give me some cards. Squire's Devotion for my Italy, and a Traveller's Amulet. Sure. My Italy would love to have lifelink. Oh no, my opponent conceded. I don't know what that bug's about, but... Okay, good. We'll have to kick Arena. Arena had a little bit of a moment there, but it's fine. Should still give us a win. Should still be at 5-0. Back into my draft. 5-0. Got lots of opportunities to get these last 2 wins, so hopefully get the trophy. This hand's pretty good. Conquistador's going to find another Conquistador. Buccaneers going to help us find some lands. Direfleet Daredevil, steal their spell, and Sheltering Light's good protection for when we draw a tally. Freebooter's nice there too. Dinosaur Hunter, wonderful. I'm not going to play out the Direfleet Daredevil. I think I can be greedier with that one. We've got lots of spells to cast, so it's not like we need to worry about that one too much. Hammer Skull, sure. Hammer Skull's a good one that's going to be able to be slightly annoying, but we just keep playing bigger things. All of our things from now are going to be 3 power in theory, so yeah, let me choose it. Something went wrong with the Twitch machine, and not sure what, but we're back, so. Vampire Revenant. So let's play out the freebooter. Give us a treasure. Need to stay back so I can actually block something. Assuming they'll tap the freebooter, which then means we can potentially Squire's Devotion that one up next turn. Start jamming for 4 back the way. I'm going to protect that. I think we fall behind too much on tempo if I don't do this, so... Also means that when we draw some more mana, we get to contract killing one of their things, so... I need to suit up this thing with Squire's Devotion, so... Guess we can actually just attack with Conquistador here. And then Pyromancer the Revenant. Then we've got 2 3-power creatures to be able to trade with the Hammerskull. Please go away. That worked, that's wonderful. So tap the freebooter. Pyromancer's going to trade with Hammerskull. I'm going to go to 7. That's interesting. What have you got? Must have something. The only reason you'd make that decision there, but just a Divine Verdict. Sure. So I go to 7. And you got a Martyr of Dusk as your last card. Okie doke. Our mana's super awkward here, so I'm just gonna... I think I'm just gonna suit up this with the Squire's Devotion and jam in for 4. Gives me a couple blockers. But yeah, need to draw a land. Drawing a land lets us cast the contract killing, so we go up to 11 here, so it gives us plenty of life. The Vampire token gets to block the Martyr of Dusk if they want to attack with that, so... Like, we're not in awful shape, we're just kind of, like, missing the double white there meant we couldn't cast the Conquistador as well. Fire Cannon is pretty good. So you get to shoot this and maybe get in for 6 if they want. See how they attack. No attacks. Interesting. Okay, I'm just going to use the Daredevil to get the contract killing, get rid of this Hammerskull. Please just go away, this thing's really annoying. And then just jam with the team, I think. Please go away. Wonderful. If they want to double block this, or they want to block and fire cannon it, then that's fine. But then it means that we're ahead after that. So let's see what they want to do. You can block the dinosaur here and then fire cannon the Pyromancer to finish it off. Just looking to find our tally now. They're obviously empty-handed. They're going to be discarding all their excess cards to untap this fire cannon. So just auto pass the turn. Then they have to shoot the Pyromancer. I'm auto passing. Why are you asking me if spell or abilities are resolving? D. Oh, they drew a Tetsamok. Are you kidding me? Like, of all the cards for them to draw right there, it was Tetsamok. And then they just get to blow up our board. Wonderful. Oof, that was rough. Alright, Freebooter or Buccaneer, really need you to find a tally pretty quickly. Wasn't an tally. Player Conquistador out too. Yeah, just need to find stuff. Like, we're so far behind here now. Go to 7. That doesn't do anything. Oh, it had to be Tetsamok, didn't it? Yeesh. Okay. That's the first loss, so it's not the end of the world for us there. Still 2 losses to give, or 1 loss to give to get our last 2 wins, so... Onwards. They ripped their Tetsamok, we didn't rip our Itali, so that's fine, that happens. Submaj Brian, thanks for the follow. Yeah, not bad, not too bad. We're not doing too badly today. Doing reasonably well in these drafts, so pretty good, pretty good. Can't complain too much. I get to play double snubs here. And then Rummaging Goblin's just going to help us hit lands to get to a tally. Suncollared Raptor, sure thing. Play this one out. I'm quite happy, I think, to trade off these snowboard sentries for Time Walks, for them to like not do anything, so... They're just attacking with this, then I'm just going to block. They get to kill 1 by paying 4 mana, but it means they're not doing anything else, so... Yep, that's fine. Let's loot away this Nest Robber. I really don't want to be casting this one. The matchmaking's based on your record in draft rather than who your rank. So I've played against I think it was number 28 Mythic yesterday, and it's purely based on that rather than anything else. So yeah, it's just the way that they do it. I don't think it's an interesting way to do it because I don't know if it's necessarily good or bad based on the cards that you're going to be playing against. Because like if you're playing against a silver person who's on the same record as you, they're 6-0. It might just be that was the only people that were online at that point in time. Then let's attack the Rummaging Goblin because it can. If they block with the Corsair, then we get to Pyromancer the Corsair. Yeah, without seeing exactly what the matchmaking details are, it's difficult to comment on it and say what they're actually doing. But it certainly seems like they're doing it based on rank. So, Dinosaur Hunter, that's really annoying. Brazen Buccaneers. I think I want to keep the pillage on top. take my 2. We got something raid. Blasting cannons, sure. Anything else? So we're at 5, 6, 7. This will be 8, 9. Another raptor, sure. Really want to find a way to get this dinosaur hunter off the table before before a tally comes down. No, I didn't hit Mythic last season. I didn't play a whole lot of Limited last month. I was trying to play Constructed, but never found a deck that was really working for me. So I went... Oh, what did I finish? I finished in Platinum. Sorry, no, in Diamond. Which was fine. Like, it wasn't anything super impressive, but it did the job. I was Mythic in the first preseason in Constructed. And just not going to attack here. Like, they're going to get to cast a big Queen's Agent, but like this Italy and the Vance's Blasting Cannons, potentially just a milk on. Yeah, at the moment I'm only playing Arena when I'm actually streaming. I'm not playing it offline at all, whereas in the first season I was doing that quite a lot. But it's purely just down to time at the moment. Just don't have a whole lot of time to dedicate to doing that, so hopefully that changes and I've got a little bit more time to do that. Yeah, I think I finished in Diamond 2 last season. Right, let's jam with the Buccaneers and let's get this dinosaur hunter off the table with the Pyromancer, because this should trade with the Queen's Agent here. Just want this thing off the table. It's a dangerous card for when we're trying to actually play a tally and do stuff with a tally, so we'd rather we make sure that we're able to do that. Dusk Charger, that's a 5/5, that's large. Yeah, I'm a business analyst during the day, so working a normal 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, so don't have a whole lot of time to stream, which is why I'm trying to spend a little bit more time at the weekends streaming. Usually spend evenings doing it, but just because my schedule the last couple of weeks has been difficult at times, but certainly trying to do as much as we can. Certainly since hitting affiliate, it's been just trying to make sure that I'm on more often, try and expand the reach, you know. But yeah, I think I'm doing a reasonable job of what I'm doing on here. Seem to be getting reasonable viewer counts for not having a whole lot of reach, so. Attack with the Dusk Charger and the Queen's Agent. That's interesting. I think I'm happy enough to just trade off the Snubborn Sentry for this Queen's Agent here. Or certainly make the block. Assuming this Sun-Collared Raptor is supposed to be blocking the Tally, but we'll see what happens. Right, what have you got, opponent? Bombard, sure, that means it's eating another removal spell. Double Bombard, gross. Trailblazer. Eek, that's gross. Flipping the Vance's Blasting Cannons is pretty much game for us. Didn't think they were going to be able to do that. And we've just got a whole lot of nothing. We needed a Tally to stick for a bit longer. Not having a protection spell for it there was pretty rough. Right, let's get back on the winning train and let's get ourselves up to the trophy. So, certainly think this deck deserves it. I think the deck is excellent. I think we've just run into a couple of pretty ridiculous decks over the last couple. So I was going to change the... Still trying to figure out all my settings on everything. Let's try that. This hand's fine. Shake should deal with some stuff if they're any kind of aggressive deck, and otherwise it just cycles, and we've got the Buccaneer. Squire's Devotion's good as well, so should be fine. Giltgrove Stalker, that dies to Shake, so that one's good. All good with that one. Please play another X1, that would be amazing. And please don't buff this guy, that would be really annoying. Okay, that's fine. So we'll, obviously they get to draw a card off this, but we'll just Shake and kill both of these. Which is a pretty good exchange for us, I think. Kill the 2 creatures, draw a card, good value. Means their Jadecraft Artisan's not getting to buff anything, so it is just a 3/3. I'm flooding big time, so I'm just going to pillage, try and find some more action. These are good cards. They're going to help us protect this Buccaneer, because we don't have anything else going on, so finding these guys is good. Got another Jadecraft Artisan, sure. So I'm going to 13 here. I'm going to 12 here. So now we really need this Buccaneer to actually be a 3/3. Because otherwise we're not going to be able to block this thing at all. As a 4/4. Snubborn's a reasonable draw. What are we at? 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I think I'm just supposed to play Snubborn out as well so I can block the Jade Baiter. Squire's Devotion, Moment of Triumph are definitely ways that we can try and survive through this. I think I'm just going to take this. Sets us up for Squire's Devotion on this Buccaneers, and we can try and do something with that. If we get the Snubborn Ascended, it means that that's another decent blocker as well. Let's try and cast this Squire's Devotion as much. I'm not expecting this to work. It did work, okay. That's awesome for us. I was just expecting this guy to get bounced in response, but I'm just going to take the opportunity to hit them and gain some life, and because we've drawn the other Snubborn Sentry, we've got reasonable blocks, so... Okay, Flyer is a good one. Flyer is a good one, so we'll have to be careful with that. Got 1 mana 2/2, sure. What have you got? Hunt the Week or something? Smells like a Hunt the Week. Can block like this. Yeah, let's block like this. What have you got? Crash the Ramparts. So at the moment, let's pump the Snubborn here. So we're going to take 6 here. Do I want the Sheltering Light? I kind of want the Sheltering Light. Just to save this token though. Guess I kind of need to do that. Otherwise I'm really falling behind. I'd need to find an answer. Pyromancer's fine. Means we can block, get rid of this Kumena Speaker. Attack for 3. Go up to 8, shoot the Kumena Speaker. Right, and now we're just directly racing these 2 cards, so... Conquistador is a very good draw. So I'm just going to jam with everybody. I'm expecting them to make this trade. They go to 7. I go up to 6. Oh, wow, that's greedy. That's massively greedy. What have you got? You got a kill spell. Tuck that guy on top. Sure. That kind of punishes my sequencing, but there are 8, so it's not the end of the world. So not having the lifelink gained there is pretty rough. I've already casted Pillage, haven't I? So this thing's 2-turn clock. If we draw a removal spell, we've got lethal. That's not a removal spell. That's frustrating. If I'd cast the Conquistador before combat, which is completely unintuitive, I'd have been able to draw the Buccaneer and do that, but so be it. Okay, let's crack the packs that we've got, and then we'll move on to another draft. Wake of the Wilds, and this is probably just going to be gems. Are we going to rack just the showstopper? Sure. Where are we at? We're at 200% vault progress. Wonderful. Let's crack one of these because we can. Claim it. Claim it. Alright, ranked draft. On we go again. I don't think Deckmaster's working at the moment. What we usually do is let you guys... Oh my god, this pack. Is let you guys vote on what you're doing, what you want to see picked. But I don't think Deckmaster's working particularly well at the moment, so... it looks okay actually just now. This one's not close. It's Tetsamok. So thanks, Stuart. Enjoy the rest of your day. Tetsamok's really good. Really good first pick. Golden Demise is an excellent card to go with it, to be in the same pack with it, which it can be awkward in a paper draft, but that's fine. Gonna go with Spirewinder here, just based on personal preference over the other cards. Dusk Legion Zealot I think is pretty close, but I like having being blue. Gonna pick another one. There's nothing else massively interesting in that pack. There's not been any removal yet, so Sailor of Means is spot on. Secrets is a very good card. Aspirant is probably the next best card. Another Crashing Tide. Crashing Tide's fine. Hornswoggle's probably fine in this kind of deck where you're just trying to play Tetsamok. None of those cards are interesting. Border's fine. We'll tie out the last few cards of this one. Righoller's kind of awkward in these kind of decks. Whereas like you're trying to ascend because you're trying to get permanents into play anyway. It just kind of goes with the plan. Always find that Righoller is just really awkward in these kind of decks, where you're trying to ascend with Spirewinder. I'm just gonna pick the. This is such a bad pack. All of these cards are bad. Just gonna go with a Highland Lake just in case we get something to be able to splash. Impale's a great pickup there. Siren Reaver is excellent, but Corsair's a 2-drop. Reaver is in theory better, but we have no 2-drops. We've already got 2 3s. I'm just going to pick the 2-drop just for curve considerations. Spirewinder's a great pickup here. Another Sailor's great. Another Sailor, yep, sign me up. Dusk Legion Zealot. Pick this just in case we find something to splash in pack 3. Gleaming Barrier is going to be fine in this kind of deck. Amulet's probably fine if we end up having a splash. Let's just tidy up the rest of this one. Recover's probably fine as well. Captivating Crew and Charging Monstrosaur. Both these cards are excellent. I think I'm just going to pick the... There's no blue or black cards, so I'm just going to pick Captivating Crew. I think this card's better than Monstrosaur and just allows for some swingy games, and we've already got an option to splash it with the Amulet and the Highland Lake, so And we've also got a lot of Sailor of Means for treasures. Again, no removal spells in here, so I'm just going to pick Sailor of Means, just to help us enable what we're trying to do. One with the Wind's an excellent card, but not really for this deck. Primal Army, it's not really playable. I'm just trying to get through. I've only got a limited amount of time today, so just trying to do things quickly. Would usually take a little bit more time, but with the Stream Decker widget not working, I think it's just worth just picking cards and trying to be slightly quicker with it. Shipwreck, Looter, or Opt. Just want the 2-drop. Opt's not amazing. Siren Ruse is a good way to flicker a spell. Just be able to potentially like untap a blocker to be able to do something with. We've not got a whole lot of synergies with that. I think we just want the Queen's Agent as just something bigger to be able to help us finish the game. Pirates is another great card. Another Pirates. Probably don't need that many, but I'm just used to the cards in this set. I know my pick orders for this, generally speaking. So there aren't usually that many interesting decisions to make. When there are, I'll usually take a little bit more time with them, but certainly this one there weren't too many interesting decisions to have to make. So we're at 42. Probably got too many creatures. Probably one of the Winds not amazing, and probably don't need the second. Pirates are good though. Definitely needs to be a creature. Let's just cut the border. The border is the worst card in our deck. It's just a 3/3. Everything else is. So the way we always referred to this set was you had either dudes or spells. So like your creatures either did something. So like this is a spell. It was helping you hit ascend, so it always was doing something. But then you had creatures like this that was just a dude. It's just a attack and defense. It's nothing else. Whereas all of these other cards have text on them. Like they're relevant. So it's trying to play as many relevant cards like that as possible. Which did mean that some of the drafts were slightly interesting when we were doing those. Right, quick tweet, and then we'll get on to some games and we'll plow through that. I think I'll probably only have time for this one today, so hopefully we can get a good result out of this. We'll see how long this one takes, but if we get through this one quite quickly, we'll probably have enough time for another one, but otherwise it'll just be the two today. I think this deck's certainly capable of going long, so yeah, this hand's great. Turn 3 Sailor into turn 4 Pirate or Spirewinders. Queen's Agent's a good top off as well. Yep, like this one. Got all our black sources. We've got the extra red sources through the treasures to be able to turn on Captivating Crew when we get to that. Gleaming Barrier is not going to be able to block this thing, but that's fine. It's just for ascend count anyway at the moment. We're on for the turn 4 Pirates, which is going to block everything in their deck, so yeah, sure. That one's not going to do a massive amount against us. We're going to win with Flyers or with Tetsumox, so they need a lot of creatures to make this relevant to us, I think. Alright, what have you got, opponent? Jade Baiter. Sure. Put a counter on the Stalker. Alright, let's cast the Pirates. You got a counter spell? A counter spell from my Prosperous Pirates. That's weird. Weird option to do that, but fine, whatever. Sure. This is going to be picking up the Jade Bearer so they can cast it again and put another counter on the Stalker. Yeah, we're probably going to lose this one now just because they've got enough tempo and they've got enough things that we're not able to block, so... Not a whole lot we can do about this. Need to draw our Impale, basically. I'm going to thin the deck, see if we can't... Why would you tap like that? Why would you tap like that? Auto tapper is certainly trying to wind me up. Right, so we're dead. Sure. This thing is being very jittery this morning. And it's disconnecting. Right, on to game 2. Right, what are we going to be against this time? Thanks everyone for hanging out today. Gonna finish up this draft and then we'll see how we get on with this one, if we do another one or not. Gonna be leaving in about 45 minutes to an hour, so not gonna have a massive amount of time today, but yeah, we'll see how we get on. This one's fine. Sailor into Spirewinder or the crew is gonna be fine. Got a pirate here too. At least this one's not going to get countered in this one. Swordtooth, sure. If we draw some lands, we can crew it and go and play some more lands, but at the moment we're screwing, so... Knight of the Stampede, sure. If you run out of lands, you have run out of lands. Okay, we got some kind of Dreadmaw or something. Something big here is going to be pretty annoying for us, but... Armasaur isn't the worst thing. It's at 8 permanents. Ugh, gross. I'm just going to play out this Queen's Agent because I feel like we need to find some lands. It's going to help us find the lands. If we find one, then this Pirates is going to come down as well. I can't keep that. I need lands. I need mana. Belligerent Bontodon, sure. I think we're pretty dead in this game too. Like, they've had a really good curve out and we've not, so... let's move on to the next one. This might be a quick draft and then we'll get on to one more. Alright, let's see how we get on with this one. I'm going to keep this one. A land means that we can Hornswoggle, which then lets us cast our other spells. Obviously, no lands is going to be awkward for us, but if we fall over and die, it means we get to do one more draft before I go, so... Sure. Obviously draw Tetsamok as the most expensive card left in our deck, because we've already got the Queen's Agent. Sure, can't even block this thing now. Wonderful. Ugh, vomit. One land made this hand serviceable, 2 lands made it very good, and we haven't drawn any, so... Sure, don't care about that one. Don't care about that one either, really. Oh, hey, we drew a land. Just need to try and draw some more lands. At least this Captivating Crew is going to be bigger than everything they've got, so if they don't have a removal spell... Yeah, 0-3 with Tetsamok deck is not gonna be good, but... So, question is, do we... I think we do just have to play out the Sailor and try and draw a land next turn for Tetsamok. But we don't need to draw the land, do we? So, let's reveal this to put a counter on this. Get the block here, we go to 1. And then we can kill most of their stuff, so... Or you just got a kill spell, sure. You know, whatever. Awkward. Like, none of our draws in those 3 matches were anywhere near to where they could have been. So... That's super sad, but one more draft and then we'll be done for the day, so... Regardless of the result of this one, so... Let's fire on up, see how we get on. We've got Deeproot Elite and Needletooth Raptor. My preference is to not be Merfolk. I think Needletooth Raptor is great. I think Merfolk is a trap in this format, just purely because you need so many good cards. There aren't very many good Merfolk cards, but you need so many, and you need you need cards like Hadana's Climb and stuff like that to make your deck good, whereas Needletooth Raptor is just always good, regardless of anything else. Even if I'm not in a deck where I'm based on dinosaurs, it's still going to be very good. I'm going to pick the Direfleet Daredevil just to pair with the first pick. Kitesail Corsair is a very good card as well in that pack. This card is awful. There's a Waterknot. Or an Armasaur, I guess. I'll pick the Waterknot as a hedge at the moment, and we'll just see how we get on with the next couple of picks. Corsair is a nice pickup. Firebrand's probably the pick here. I think it's better than these cards in a blue-red deck. I guess it's more likely to pick up Firebrands later. We'll just pick the Spirewinder. This is a deck where Rig Hauler is going to be good. Got lots of creatures that are going to be able to attack. This is kind of where it's awkward, where there's lots of Merfolk, and we'd have been fine with our first pick. But Shake the Foundation's excellent with Needletooth Raptor, as is the Crown. Bravado's good in this kind of deck. Firebrand Wield. Okay, so we're in solid blue-red plan. We've got a handful of cheap creatures. Then we've got Needletooth Raptor and Spirewinder as kind of bigger cards to be able to push over the top. This one we've got Time Stream Navigator, Curious Obsession. I think with the Corsair, we're just going to try and pick Curious Obsession, and we're just going to try and find as many evasive cards as possible. So Sprinter's excellent there. There's not another card in that pack that's even close to the power level of that one, so that works quite nicely for us. I think Secrets is probably the best card in this pack. Wouldn't mind wheeling the Lake just to make our double blue spells slightly easier to cast. I like another Bravado. Bravado helps with the Curious Obsession draws as well. Water Knot, yes please, more removal. Suncollared Raptor's fine as well with the Obsession, always pushing through damage. Sailor of Means. Woohoo, Sailors. Don't think we'll be splashing anything white. The Highland Lake Wield. Spirewinder Wield, sure. We've got a Regisaur Alpha. We've got a Siren Lookout Fire Cannon Blast or a Regisaur Alpha. Don't think... I guess that we've actually got a couple of treasures already, and we've got the Evolving Wilds, so let's be greedy. Admiral Beckett Brass, how greedy can we be? Screw it. Last draft of the day, let's just be super greedy. Oh wow, Vraska's Contempt as well. I think I just have to pick Pirate's Prize here. I don't think I can be as greedy as that. Yeah, let's just pick the Pirate's Prize. Pick an S Robber, I guess. Not happy about playing that one. Pirates is going to be great to be able to help us cast more expensive spells. I don't think I need a third draw spell, so let's take a Siren's Ruse as just a trick. And we'll just finish off the last few picks of this. Another Prosperous Pirates. So we need to figure out what this deck is going to be, because this looks like a nice like a controlling style deck now that we've got all these cards, so probably don't want to be playing stuff like Curious Obsession. I guess we still can. What are we at? So we've got lots of non-creatures. So let's cut the bad ones initially and see where we're at. Shake isn't great with what else we've got going on. Firebrand's not amazing. Nest Robber's not very good. Probably don't need two Bravados in this kind of deck. Like, I'm still fine with like playing Curious Obsession. I've got a bunch of flyers, so fine with that. I don't need two of those, and I don't need two of those, so I want the extra island and mountain. And if we get to cast these, it's fine. Like, we've got multiple sailors, multiple pirates, and a Pirate's Prize that all are going to help us cast these guys. And they're obviously, like, most of our guys are pirates. So if we ever do get to play this, like, we're likely to be able to gain control of their stuff. This deck looks fine. Right, let's smash some games. Thanks everyone for hanging out again today. This will be the last draft of the day, so hopefully we can do quite well on this one. I'll be back on Thursday. I'm away out of the country for the next 3 days, so we'll be back on Thursday for some kind of stream. I think it'll be a daytime stream rather than an evening stream because I'm off work. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I really appreciate you guys hanging out. If you haven't already, you can. It would be greatly appreciative if you could follow me on Twitch. Still trying to build up numbers on that. Already a Twitch affiliate, so off to Disneyland in Paris for 3 days. Just a kind of small holiday, which should be quite good. I've been before. Haven't been for I think it was 5 years. So it should be good to go again. Staying at one of the hotels on site at Disney, so that should be exciting. We get to play Sailor here. We've got that. Then gives us mana to be able to cast the Beckett Brass. Yeah, it's not. It's only got. They've only got 2 parks in Paris, but been there before and it's really really good. It's much quieter than in Orlando or in California, which is good. Certainly at this time of year where it's still quite early. It's out of kids' holiday season as well, so hoping it's going to be quite quiet and we can just kind of enjoy our time there. Just drawing 2, sure. Let's just try and get some stuff down. No, I don't have any kids, so it's just me and my girlfriend or fiance that are going. So it's just the 2 of us, so it should be good. We both like going to theme parks and stuff, and we just decided we hadn't been to Disney in a few years, so it would be good to go back. We always enjoy it, so we always enjoy going to theme parks. So I'm gonna play Sailor. I'm gonna play Kitesail Corsair and see if we can't try and get this Beckett Brass down next turn, and get in some. Try and hit with 3 things. It's gonna be difficult to get through this Sailor, but we're going to do our damnedest to try. Go on, smash me. I dare you to smash me. Diviner, sure. Negate. Negate. Leaving negate on top. That's good to know about and play around. We've only got Siren's Ruse, so... Soul of the Rapids. Sure. Just going to play out, that just means I'm going to just play out Spirewinder just so it's bigger than their flyer. If they've got negate as their answer to anything, then I'm not concerned about that. So we get to ascend here, so this thing's already a 3/4. Okay, you've got absolutely nothing, so that's fine. We know to play around this negate as well, so... Right, land. Land is good. Let's play out the pirates and just keep going wide. We can cast this ruse off of these treasures if we need to. I don't think it matters too much. I think we're going to win by going slightly bigger, so... Going to cast the Beckett Brass next turn and start jamming in with both the flyers anyway. I'm not too worried about them hitting this with this now, so... Beckett Brass, in you go. Let's just attack with all of these. Make them have a difficult time of blocking here. They might have to trade with the Corsair with the Soul of the Rapids here. Sure. You get a sapling. Okay, they didn't block with the... They blocked the Diviner as well. That was slightly more awkward on the Pirates, but because they didn't block with everything, then that worked out okay. Okay, hit me. You got it. There's my forest, obviously. This is just to bait out this negate more than anything else. Yep. Smoosh. Yeah, sure. The things that don't actually impact this, because now you're gonna have to have some really bad blocks on my pirates. And then you're gonna be chomping something. Are you double blocking? Double blocking here? Double blocking there, sure. So we're gonna Sirens ruse this thing so it doesn't die. We get to draw a card. And then we're going to rig Hauler to bounce the token. Oh, I don't have enough mana. Never mind. Let's just cast Secrets. Draw 3. And we've drawn a Curious Obsession now too. Wonderful. Slippery boy. That is definitely a slippery boy. But this Solar Rapids is on chump blocking duty, so... Just going to attack with this. Like, there's no real good attacks on the ground, so... That's an interesting line. Oh dear. Okay. The old lethal attack, no blocks, concede. Good, good. Fine with that. This one's fine. Sprinter on 3, and then hopefully have a double blue to be able to cast either of these and pirates as well. So, opponent's mulliganed, which helps us as well. Double blues online, that's perfect. Hardy veteran, sure thing. More hasty things. What you got? Another hardy veteran, sure. The hardiest of veterans. Sprinter, hit you. I have like a hunt the week here, then it's kind of awkward, but past that, this thing's just gonna plow in for a lot. Okay, gonna take 6 here. Cast the Buccaneers. Find a land, that's not the end of the world. Does mean I'm taking 7 this turn, but then it means I stabilize with the Pirates and the Bravado. So that's okay. Gleaming Barrier, sure, that doesn't do anything. No blocks, go to 5. Play out the Pirates. kill 2 of your guys. Go to 3. Sure, 2-4 of Doom. Just keep the guys back. Can't get through this Gleaming Bad Air anyway, so once they cast a non-creature, an instant or sorcery, Dire Fleet's going to steal it, so... Ooh. That seems great. Smoosh. Draw a card. Just don't have to worry about what they've got at the moment. That one's slightly more concerning just because it can give trample, but it's probably worth using the Water Knot on. Just to avoid the old oops I die. So I'd really rather the oops I die didn't happen. Play a Spirewinder, so we've got lethal for next turn. Smoosh. I would love to draw a card. And then we've got Siren's Ruse to be able to protect a creature. Sure, doesn't do anything. Good game. We don't have to cast anything, so let's just smoosh. Yeah, resolves. Sweet. That one was fairly easy. Right, 2-0. So let's see how we get on for the last few games of this stream. Thanks everyone for hanging out today. Hope everyone's doing well. Cheers, have a good one yourself. This hand's fine, obviously not amazing, but certainly don't think it's mulligan worthy. Got a removal spell, got a lot of lands, got draw 2, make some prizes. Some prizes, some treasures even. I can use my words, I don't know what you're on about. Ouch. That's the land, let's just tag this thing down. Expecting that we're just casting Pirate's Prize next turn, so just don't want to be discarding cards, so as well just using the Water Knot there. That's pretty good for us there, because it means we can cast this Pirates, and then we can Beckett Brass the following turn. Okay, they got a 2-drop. And just for the record, my mana in this deck is perfect. I don't know what you mean. Lightning Rig Crew, sure. So we're going to cast Beckett Brass. I'm going to cast Cue to Possession on this big thing. So they have to block it. Otherwise, I'm just going to start drawing cards. I'll just continue drawing cards. Works for me. I can cast. That's the only black spell, so I can cast a Spiral Winder safely. Ascend. This is my board. Go deal with it. What have we got? You keep touching my things, so what have you got? You must have something. Come on, opponent, you can do it. I believe in you, opponent. It's fine. Come on. You can do it. Mutiny, that was a difficult decision. And bounce my thing. Sure, really difficult decisions there. Are we attacking for 2? Yes. Okay, as awkward as it is, I think I just want to Water Knot this just to be able to draw another card. Or we can Direfleet Daredevil and bounce it. That sounds much better. Cast this one. Bounce this one. I'm going to draw a card. Ow. I'm going to draw a card. That's an exceptional one too. That means I'm going to play the island this turn rather than the Evolving Wilds, just so I can protect my creatures. Come on, opponent. Or not the pirates. No. So I lose the Curious Obsession here, but I make 2 treasures and draw cards, so... And then I'm just going to keep smishing. Yep, wonderful. Up to Platinum 2 again. 3-0. Let's keep plugging on. Thanks everyone for hanging out today. This will be the last draft of the day that we're doing. So once we're done with this, I'll find someone lovely for you guys to watch as part of a raid. And we'll see how we get on with the rest of this. Really want to finish off strongly. See how we get on for the rest of this. On the play, I'm going to keep this one. Pirates lets us cast Register Alpha regardless of anything else. So if we just draw any lands, like, we're going to be able to cast all of our spells. So Evolving Wilds is a good one. I'm just going to go and get the red source now, just so I can F6 through stuff. Pirates is going to be able to make treasures, so I'm not too concerned about that. Beckett Brass, nice to see you, buddy. Swordtooth, sure. They're going to ascend quite quickly here. We missed a land, which is kind of awkward. If we hit lands, I think we'll be fine. We just need to hit some more. Okay, that's them up to 8 permanents. That's got haste. I think I'm just making this block. Like we are significantly far behind at the moment, so just tap this thing down. Quietly. Yikes. That's pretty gross. Watley's kind of irrelevant here, so bounce your Raptor. Horncrest got haste, so don't want to bounce that. May as well just get rid of that for a turn. This emblem's not going to matter. Yikes. That's a decent rip for you. Good job, opponent. Alright, and now we've got this bug again. Wonderful. Need to close down arena again. Second or third time that's happened this morning. In just under 2 hours, that's happened multiple times. Right, let's see. See what we got. Right, 3 and 1. Let's just continue plowing on. Their deck was obviously very good. They had a mythic and a rare that were both probably better than our 2 rares that or our mythic and rare. So. Right. Well, let's get back on the winning train. This hand's fine. Waterknot, Rig Hauler, Pirates. Obviously not an ideal curve, but it's a curve of some sort, so keep it. On the draw as well, that's good for us, I think, with this hand. Deeproot Elite. Sure, that's going to be a good one for them. Oh, come on. Arena's definitely having a bit of a moment this morning. Right, they didn't have anything there, so Sailor of Mean should be pretty good here. It's going to be getting to block anyway. Then we can Rig Hauler, bounce their stuff once they put counters on it. So, or we could just cast Prosperous Pirates next turn. So, leaves us with plenty of options. Okay, you got a 3/3. Or it's going to be a 4/4. water not my sailor, sure. The fact they've split the damage here is interesting. Oh, they've got a Jade Bearer too, sure. Take my 7. Cast the Prosperous Pirates. Ideally want to be bouncing this Deep Root Elite next turn, so hopefully they don't kill this in any way. That's super awkward. Super, super awkward. Right, so we're on 3. What options do we have? Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing, sure. Okay, let's win some more and then we'll call it a day. This sounds fine. I don't want to enchant this thing with Curious Obsession, that would be bad. Sailor. Sailor of Memes. Are we naming dinosaurs or vampires? This will be interesting. Because if it's vampires, it's not doing a whole lot at the moment. It is vampire. Okay. Let's play out Prosperous Pirates. Champion of Dusk to draw a card. Sure. It is also a 5/5, I guess, so. That's a good draw. Let's play Buccaneers. See what we hit with the Explorer. Spirewinder Flyers are good. Let's play out a Kitesail Corsair. And then we're going to hold off and we're going to Obsession up this Corsair next turn. Then we're just going to start jamming in the air. And then just tempo their stuff on the ground with the Rig Hauler. I feel like they've got something now that they've not played anything, so. Just going to bop in the air for 2. Yeah, glad we didn't try and put the Obsession on that one there. Weird that they let us attack though, because that would trigger raid, but don't really want to cast any of these things. But yeah, let's put a Spirewinder out there. Hopefully they tap out. Sure. And let's start drawing cards. Rig Hauler, bounce your Sky Marcher. Let's just keep you from casting white spells effectively. Cast your Sky Marcher again. Put 8 power in the way. Okay, interesting. Sure. I'll choose any number of horns with total for this one. I'll keep the guy that's going to keep drawing the cards, obviously. So. I would love to draw more cards. Yes, please. I'd love to keep drawing more cards. Yes, please. And then we've got a red Sir Alpha for next turn. Wonderful. Contract killing my Spirewinder. Sure, you got me. You got me. I'll block. What's your last card? Sure, we'll trade. Like, that's fine. Alright, more than okay with the trade. I'm just going to try and tempo a little bit by playing both of these things out. Green. Green. Oh, Arena's having struggles this morning. It's almost like it's in a beta or something. Sky Marcher, sure. Yep, you go to 3, you go to 4, sorry. I don't have any looting cards, so I may as well play the lands out. I haven't gotten rid of any lands either, have I? So I'm due some lands. Just going to flicker this now so I get another token and they don't get to gain 2 life. Which then means they're dead. Alright, up to 4 wins. What have we got? Gems? Okay, sure. I forgot I had Direfleet Daredevil on this deck, if I'm being honest. Yeah, this hand's pretty good. Wanted Scoundrels, sure. Sailor of Memes, sure. No blocks. Quite happy to try and make this block and pump my guy. Sure. Spirewinder, go. Direfleet Daredevil's at least got a good target. It's not going to deal with his Wanted Scoundrels, but the Pirates is going to be able to trade off with the Scoundrels, so that should be fine. Go to 12. You got Spirewinder of your own. That's good. We can deal with that one. Let's play the Pirates. So we're 6, 7, 8, 9 permanents. So we've kind of got the board stalled up here, which is good for us. The Pirate's going to quite happily make this block. Then we're going to get to Reaver Ambush the Spirewinder. Okay, water not my guy. Sure, that's kind of annoying. So I get to push in damage here. I go to 5. Queen's Bay Soldier, sure. Okay, so land lets us ascend. The question is, am I playing Regisaur Alpha? Or am I playing... I think I'm playing Regisaur Alpha. Makes multiple blockers, so... Let's just try and stabilize as best we can. And then Daredevil's going to be able to kill something next turn, so... well, we're going to kill that one instead now. So... Going to try and avoid killing things. I guess I still have to kill things if they make the attack, so it's kind of awkward. Guess I get to Direfleet Daredevil to exile this, and then I can try and Spirewinder to double block this. See what they do with the attacks. Oh wow, that's so good for us. Right, Daredevil, steal your ambush, exile this stupid harpy. That one. Exile the stupid harpy. Please go away. Just still trying to stabilize before we start doing anything. Like we can Water Knot and Spirewinder next turn, then start smashing in the air. Which would be pretty nice. Oh, I'm blocking, so sure. We got the Cutthroat. Rig Hauler. Sure, bounce my token. That's annoying. Yep. Spirewinder, Water Not your flyer. Then we're just going to try and race in the air. Deadeye Brawler is a good one. I think I'm just supposed to take this. Looks like the best block is Register Alpha. Whereas Register Alpha is going to have to trade with this Brawler. We have to play out the Pirates. They've not drawn very many lands, so hopefully they hit a pocket of land and it will push over the line. So we've drawn what? We've drawn 5, 6, 7, 8 lands out of 16, so obviously why wouldn't they draw their... Never mind. Okay, cool. Positive record with that deck, so I think that deck deserved more, but yeah, like if they're gonna only draw 5 lands, then yeah, you're gonna be outcarded by them. So Bloodfast, sure. Right, thanks everyone for watching today. It's been a good stream. Let us find someone that is also playing Magic that we can raid, and you guys can go and quickly decide if you want to keep watching them or not. I wish people would actually put on any kind of tags on their streams. It's very difficult to find anything. Everyone seems to be doing this these special drafts this weekend rather than anything else. Let's go with this one. Right, let's do it. So again, if you want to keep seeing what I'm doing, would really appreciate a follow, so you can get notified when I'm going live. But again, thanks everyone for watching, and we will catch you next time.